I'm really sorry if the quality of my videos have diminished in the past few weeks, or for that matter, after I stopped talking about wrestling or going on rants about certain professional wrestlers who maybe deserve, or they don't deserve, but maybe need more attention brought to them so that they can improve. That's what they need. They need someone to tell them, look, Daniel Bryan, you don't need to be doing that. You know that. You don't need to be doing it. Look, Kevin Owens, if you could shave, maybe go learn a few grapples, maybe get some good microphone skills, maybe get some charisma. If you could maybe stop doing all this annoying shit. If you could basically slow down a little bit and stop being such a bad heel character. Look, Braun Strowman. A few things. If you could maybe, I don't know, stop acting like a caveman and stop going rah at every chance that you get and saying, I'm not finished with you. You're acting like a caveman. And really it's not funny in the sense that funny for entertainment's sake, but it's kind of lazy. You know, you don't think about anything interesting to say, or you don't have a gimmick. You know, you're not The Miz, who proclaims that he is Mr. Hollywood, you know, and he comes out basically and he's got all these credentials to prove that he's Mr. Hollywood. And The Miz makes a great, interesting heel character. I'm sorry for my audience if my video qualities have been lazical, you know, just talking about random shit. Like, because I unfortunately haven't got the opportunity to watch most of, if not all of, professional wrestling late 2019, early 2020. I only know what I see on Instagram, and that's only what I report on. And it takes me 2 or 3 weeks before I find something that can even be smashed into a 5 or 6 minute video to report on it. So for those reasons, I started talking about meditation. I started talking about these waves. These are waves that you have easy access to, you as a human being, you as a person. You watching this video right now can shape your world, your life expectancy into anything that you want it to be. I'm not an inspirational, speaker. I'm not going to stand on a podium and tell you that, the Lord is watching you and that's what you should do. I'm no one's guardian angel. I'm damn sure not a role model. This video, by the way, this video is not about me. Even though I keep saying I, and I'm worse than Daniel Bryan, and there I go again, and I just did it again. If you were paying attention, I said I a couple times. That, the most interesting videos are the videos that are about a product or are funny in one regard or another. They're not really videos that are just some random dude sitting there running his mouth about something that a lot of the internet says that he doesn't know about. Yeah, I don't know about wrestling because apparently all the Kevin Owens fans out there think that I'm out to get him and I'm biased. But aside from that, a few years ago I started doing meditations. This is some of my story. And I figured out that depression, mostly attributed to the Kevin Owens situation that we've all seen, the Sami Zayn situation, because in my life there was one thing that was a constant that I could always use as a stress relief, something that would always give me peace of mind, make me happy, and that was wrestling. Everything else let me down. My mother, she let me down. Um, you know, all the building relationships or all the friends that I had in my life had let me down. Everyone had almost like abandoned me in a way. Sad story, cue the smallest violin. I guess it happens to all of us. So I looked into ways to relieve that pain, to almost like um, stop anything that was all these bad vibes, these bad feelings, these, you know, going to sleep depressed, practically starving myself to death, you know. And the one constant that I found was professional wrestling, because I could laugh while watching wrestling. I could, enjoy life while watching wrestling. Anything that I did, almost my world revolved around professional wrestling. Once wrestling left, I needed something else. I found meditation. Meditation is a way of keeping yourself, as well as it worked for me and it's worked for countless others. There's a YouTube channel that you can go to. I highly implore that you check it out. It is called By Natural Beats. All you have to do is listen to the music that they feed you. Put on some headphones, find a quiet place, lock your door if you have to. Tell everyone, hey, listen, I want some alone time. Spiritual wellness is something that you should take seriously, almost as seriously as brushing your teeth every day. Because stuff like depression, anxiety, it's hard for me to really say what else, because it helps so many afflictions, heart problems, memory loss, insecurities, anything that you feel like you don't measure up to, you're not good enough, you feel like shit. These videos are how to make your life better, and believe it or not, I had to come to terms with this too. But this is going to sound extremely, most of my audience is probably highly Christian. I know that at least 3 people are who watch my videos on a regular basis, because I went to high school with them, and they were like, hey Robert, you should return to YouTube, and then I was like, okay, fine, there, you got your wish. But lately I don't have any wrestling to talk about, so here we are again. And I'm sorry that I explained that again, but what you need to do is basically, believe it or not, you You are a divine creator. Anything that you manifest in your life will come to you. If you need money, if you need a job, if you need to pay bills, if you need to get rid of stress, all it takes is practically 10, 12, 15 minutes. That's all. That's all that you're going to need. And the more that you do it, the more powerful the feeling becomes. Now, listen, I'm no Buddhist monk who just hikes to the top of some mountain and decides that it's a good idea to meditate there. I do this in my own bedroom, right where I'm recording this. I do this because it gives me peace of mind. You don't have to smoke weed. You don't have to, do a line of crack. You don't have to smoke meth, heroin. None of that's going to help you. Not as much as this will. Not only will it help you spiritually, but it will help you, your heart. It will help your memory. It will help your sense of smell, your intuition. Certain sensations that you didn't know were available to you start to become available to you after the fact that you figured out, hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. This is something that I never knew before, or something that whenever I did it, I didn't know how to say hello in maybe but 3 or 4 different languages. Your basic hola, hello. I count sign language too, but that's kind of cheating because it's just a wave. I don't know if sign language, a wave, just waving to someone, if that's actually how you say hello, but I would assume that it is. Bonjour. And then afterwards, I didn't do any research on it, swear to God. I just got done meditating one day, and afterwards some universal knowledge, which is something that you will experience as well. Universal knowledge almost immediately straight into my brain. And then I was, okay, so that's how you say hello in Chinese. I think that they call it Mandarin or Mandarin or something of that nature. I know that Mandarin is like either an instrument, a fish, or an orange of some sort. So it could be up to 3 different things, just depending upon how you pronounce it, but I'm sure that it's spelled different. There's like a type of swordfish that's called a mandarin, and there's actual fruit that's called a mandarin, and it's like an orange. And mandolin or mandarin, one of the two is like a little fancy looking guitar from like the 70s that you play, like you have to stand it up and it has to be like you can hold it with 2 hands, but you're supposed to hold it with one and hold it vertically like this, like left and right, and then you're supposed to play it like this instead of like the regular guitar. I don't even know how to play guitar, but apparently you're all going to make fun of me for saying guitar because it sounds extremely country coming from me. But nonetheless, what I mean to say is that I implore you to try some of these videos. Find a quiet spot, sit down, breathe, and please, it's called By Natural Beats. They're on YouTube. You just need headphones. You just need to find peace of mind and anything that you want in the world. Anything at all. I could tell you a few stories, but it would probably take like 20 or 30 minutes, and this video is long enough already. But just stay safe, especially in this pandemic. I put that in air quotes because there's nothing scary about it. I'm not afraid to get the coronavirus, honestly. I go out here all the time without a mask. I ain't washed my hands in like 7 days. I don't give a shit. This is not stressful for me. This is like, if I get it, then I get it. So what? Oh well, I'm gone. Who cares? But I implore you that if you're not like me, a brazen daredevil who wants to go 14 days or so without washing their hands, then by all means, you do you, boo boo. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I guess I can only say what's happened for myself, and hope and pray that if you are a believer in God, that you keep an open mind, because this is not sacrilegious what I'm talking about. This is spiritual wellness. It even says in the Bible, seeing as though that most of my viewers are Christian believers, that you should rest and meditate on the Word of God. And if that's what you want to do, then manifest the Word of God into your life. You should do your own research, come to your own conclusions, but this is my personal story. A little bit.